and welcome to St. Patrick's.
Perfect conditions at the Veneto Club in Bulleen for some NPL 2 action. Bulleen versus Murray United here, the NPL 2 Eastern Conference, as we'll now briefly pause for a moment's silence out of a mark of respect for the victims in Christchurch.
Everybody stand up, please.
So a moment of silence there for Christchurch, and we ourselves pass on our condolences to those affected by the events happening down there in New Zealand. My name is Joey Lynch. I am joined here on commentary by Vinci Anucci for today's contest. We have Bulleen in their traditional maroon kits coming up against Murray United in the red and white. It's a meaning of the 6th placed Lions coming against Murray United, who are, unfortunately for them, still sitting in last place on the NPL 2 Eastern Conference on negative 2 points after a pre-season points deduction. We'll take you through the starting lineups now for Bulleen. Starting in goal, number 1, Wyatt Chant. Number 2, Eli Lutmer. Number 3, Adam Chantafanti. Number 6, Peter Sawan. Number 7, Josh McMonagle. Number 8, Josh Knight. Number 9, Ben Everson. Number 10, Phil Petreski. Number 11, Daniel McLennan. Number 12, Adrian Delmonico. Number 13, Slaven Vranisevic. And for visiting Murray United, starting in goal, number 1, Kerim Koch. Number 3, Ryan Don Paul. Number 4, Halil Gurr. Number 5, Ashley Dunn. Number 7, Zach Walker. Number 8, Sean Pye. Number 11, Josh Zito. Number 15, Ryan Giles. Number 22, Fletcher Cabonekia. Number 23, Tom Youngs, and number 33, Ryan Luty. And as we get kick-off now, I'll ask you, Vince, well, who's going to win today and why?
Oh, jeez, you've asked me in the wrong position too, because I've got a heap of Murray United guys to my left. However, I do feel that Bulleen will probably be a little bit too strong for Murray today, going on the last couple of weeks. Although both teams are coming off some disparaging losses, I might say.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take you through the form now, early in the contest. Bulleen coming off a, as you said, rather disappointing 4-1 defeat at the hands of Lang Warren last week. Before that, they had a 1-1 draw with Melbourne City Youth, a 3-3 draw with Eastern Lions, and they got their season underway with a 3-2 win over Manningham United Blues as they begin the process here, whipping the ball in, but Murray United will clear and look to break. Murray United last week suffered a 3-1 defeat at the hands of Northcote City. The week before that, heartbreakingly, they suffered a 1-1. They had a 1-1 draw with Langwarren FC after Langwarren scored in the 97th minute to level things up. But before that, maybe a couple of fixtures they'd rather forget. A 6-2 defeat at the hands of Melbourne City and a 4-0 defeat at the hands of maybe the surprise leaders in the NPL 2 Eastern Conference, Eastern Lions, 4-0. These two teams have met once before in NPL football. That was back on the 11th of April 2015 up there in Albury Wodonga when Bulleen Lions beat Murray United 3-1. Zach Walker on the score sheet for Murray United, and Mateo Balan, Takanori Nishimoto and Dean Lorenzi on the score sheet for Bulleen as Phil Petreski cleans up and Bulleen will clear. Andrew Mullett and Eli Lutmer were on the team sheet for Bulleen on that day, but you'd have to be thinking, Vince, that Murray, well, every week that they go without a win and we're in negative points, the nerves would be getting just a little bit bigger for them.
Funny you should ask that, Joey, because I spoke with Elliot Jones before the game, and actually there's no panic stations at all at the moment. He understands that it's a marathon and not a sprint, and he understands what's involved. He also stated that he was better prepared this year than last year, and he's confident that when the side gets together well and gels, that they'll trouble a few sides, and he's confident that they can stay up this year.
Awesome. And we'll quickly take you through the benches for both sides now. On the bench for Bulleen, number 5, George Stavridis. Number 14, Xavier Nardone. Number 18, Nicholas Vulgaris. Number 20, Andrew Mullett. Number 25, Dylan Merry. And for the visitors on the bench, number 6, Alex West. Number 16, Azai Feltrin. Number 17, Mabui Mawala. Number 19, Freddie Myers. And number 28, Jordan Hoare, as Bulleen look to get going again down the right. Ball is chipped in the direction of Everson, but a comfortable collection in the end by Koch. Petrovsky now looking to win the ball in the midfield, but he's hustled off it by Zito. Playing the ball forward, looking up for Don Paul. But Chant is out and looks to clear. It comes off Don Paul, and it looks to be a Bulleen throw-in that the ponytailed Centofanti will be looking to throw in once he gets the ball back delivered to him. Tussle for it. Looking to break here. Knight will watch it as it's collected. Knight will receive it again in the midfield. Gets his head up on a swivel. And he'll put it back to Delmonico in the centre of the defence. Out to Petrovsky. And Knight will, unfortunately for Bulleen, put the ball out. Well, Vince, you'd say that Murray United here are the underdogs. What do you think they'll be looking to do to get the win? How do you think they'll approach this game against Bulleen?
That's a good question. Their game against Langwarrin I actually didn't see. I saw their game against Northcote last week. They haven't changed the lineup too much this week, according to Elliot, and I think that they worked a few things over at training during the week. He's talking about just working hard and not giving up is his port of call. So they're going to try and run out the game, and basically in this heat, try and run over the top of them in the end. He's going to try and be very, very tight at the back. That's something that he did call out. So I think they're going to try and catch them on the break, to tell you the truth. I think that's what I got from the conversation that I had with him before the game.
And it is 27 degrees here at kickoff, so not as hot maybe as it was yesterday for some of the teams in action, but still hot conditions out there on the artificial turf here at the Veneto Club, as Bulleen will look to build up through the back once again, patiently. Out to Centofanti on the left. Plays it forward. Everson under pressure. Plays it back to Centofanti. Into the middle to Petrovsky. Petrovsky slips up, but Bulleen are able to collect. And Centofanti wants it, and he will be awarded the free kick. Going to build back through once again. Delmonico plays it laterally. Ball is played up, looking for Everson. Take it out, can he get it back? No. Danger signs there. McLennan just couldn't get a shot off on target. Koch collects, but good signs early for the hosts. As now United will look to build an attack of their own. Bulleen building again dangerously. They're looking to build down the right early. Headed, kept in. Can they get it in? They will. But there's nobody waiting there at the top of the area. But Bulleen will collect and build once again. McGonigal, Centofanti whips the ball in. Nothing of it. And it'll be a goal kick to the visitors. Well, early danger signs here maybe for Murray, you'd say, Vince?
Yeah, they're on the back foot a little bit early on. Again, it's little errors, and that's another thing that Elliot had pointed out before the game that he was really disappointed with last week, that virtually cost them the game against Northcote after getting back to 1-1. They want to try and cut those out, and that I think is his biggest fear, is the errors that they make in their defence.
Murray now, Petreski cuts it out in the midfield. Gets it up to Everson. But Dunn is there, the captain is there to clean up and play it back. And Murray will now look to build down the left. It's cut out though. Lutmer plays it back. Bulleen will switch it to Centofanti on the left. The Monaco finds Sawan in the middle. Under pressure, Sawan will just play it back. Patient build-up play from the Lions. Lutton, the captain, plays it down the right. Looking for McLennan. McLennan whips the ball in. But nobody there, and Murray can head away. But only so far as Sawan. Bulleen keeping up the pressure early. Calls for a free kick, but waved away as now Murray has the chance to break. Youngs. And Youngs goes down under a challenge from Centofanti. And you might be able to hear the referee there. Next time Centofanti does that, he will find himself in the book, according to the referee. As you've got Don Paul on the right. Back to Dunn. Dunn chips it in, but there's nobody really there. And Lutmer will clear the ball away. Back to Koch.
Yeah, Joey, Youngs is very, very important for Murray today. He's a really classy player. I watched him against Melbourne City, and also watched him against Northcote last week. He's a product out of Bolton, I believe, over in England. So he's... Oh, here we go. No. So he'll be very important for them going forward and creating some goal-scoring opportunities. Him also done at the back will be very, very important as well.
Bulleen look to break. Ball down the right. Everson gets it back. Oh, they want a corner and they're going to get it. Yep, you're right. Youngs made 2 appearances for Bolton Wanderers when he was a teenager. Arrived at Murray United by way of Myrtleford Savoy Soccer Club up there in regional Victoria. So... strange footballing odyssey there for Youngs, but now he's here at the Veneto Club and looking to help Murray United get their first win of the season.
Well, a number of players that are actually playing NPL at the moment hail from up that way, that were bought over by some of the regional teams, and a lot of people don't realise, the likes of Sean Ellis played at Cobram. So there's quite a number as well that are playing at the Golden Valley Suns. Craig Carley, I'm sure a few people are aware of Craig Carley. He was bought over by the regional clubs. Trippier, who plays for England, actually trained at Shepparton United. So there's quite a number of them that are bought out by regional clubs to better themselves, I suppose, in their own competition.
Kieran Trippier, of course, gave me one of the greatest moments of my life when he smashed in that free kick against the Croatians, only for me to end up in tears at the end of that game. So shout out to all our Croatian viewers. You ruined my life. No, I'm just kidding. As couple of corners come up, nothing for Bulleen, and Murray United will be able to build once again. Of course, eagle-eyed viewers might be aware that there is a rather large name missing from the team sheet of Murray United. Melbourne Victory and former Melbourne Victory legends and Socceroo striker Archie Thompson is on the books at the regional club, and he did make a substitute appearance for the side against Northcote City last week, but not playing today, so goals will have to come from elsewhere for the Border side as they'll now look to build up under pressure here from a fierce press from Bulleen as Everson will force the ball out and Murray will have a throw. Intense pressure here early. We've seen that Bulleen have been able to more leisurely build up from the back, but applying an intense press as their own, but switch to Don Paul, and now a bit of time for Murray United to build. Back to Don Paul again on the right. What can he do with it? Plays it back to the middle. Bit of triangle work. Dunn will play the ball forward, only as far as Delmonico, and it'll be a throw-in for Murray United. Don Paul throws it in. Walker, what can he do with it? What can he do? Battle of the Sevens. Now Zito, Don Paul was looking for Walker, but he couldn't get it. It's back to Zito. Zito will play it into the middle. Good period of sustained pressure here from Murray United. What can they do with it? Driving into the area. There's a massive bodies there. Kapanekia has a shot. Can't do anything with it, but Murray retained possession. They're doing very well. Back to the captain, Dunn. Across to Zito. Zito gets it back. There's space out there if they can work it. Lucy. Looks to, and the attack breaks down, and Bulleen will look, oh no! Errant pass there, and well done from Giles as he keeps Murray United in attack. Out there on the left, what can they do with it? Back to Dunn. Some nice short passing here from United, keeping possession, looking for openings. Dunn plays the ball out to the left. He's got time. Men coming in the middle. Ball is floated in. Oh, off the crossbar, back in. Oh! Good Lord. Don Paul there testing Chant early, and there'll be a free kick here for Bulleen, a respite. But Vince, Murray United's best period of the game so far.
I'll tell you what, well, it proves a little bit of a point, and they can play when they actually put their heads down, their bums up. It's good. And it was actually a good little passage of play to watch. Everyone got involved there. Josh Zito was very good, especially in the trenches there. So it'll be interesting to see how whether they get their tails up from that little passage and try to actually do that as opposed to laying the boot into it.
Yeah, now we'll see Bulleen patiently looking to build again. Chentafanti on the left. He's got men in the middle with time. Sawan. Good build-up play here. It's McLennan on the right, but his ball is picked out by Dunn. Very important has the captain been for Murray United so far, as Bulleen collect again and will look to build up from the bank once again. And that does look to be Stavridis playing in the bank for Bulleen as well, indicating that our team there might have been a late change on the team sheets, which I unfortunately missed, so apologies to the viewers. We're going to build again. Sawan gets it back. Was looking for Chentafanti on the left, but a good tackle there as a sliding challenge from Delmonico. Bulleen have it. What can they do with it? Good defending there from Don Paul. Ryan's now to Lucy. Can Murray United break quickly? Walker plays it back to Youngs. The former Bolton man gets it back. He's got Don Paul coming up. He doesn't use him. He tries to play it into the middle. Bulleen will cut it out. Now they have a chance to break quickly themselves. Ball is played up, looking for Everson, but it is snatched out and done Once again, the captain Dunn on the ball. So important for United as they'll look to build up through the left. Looking to once again build up with short, sharp possession. Look for the opening in the Bulleen defence. Dunn. Just not there, and Stavridis will pick it out. Gentafanti with time on the left. Back to Delmonico. Back to Chance, the goalkeeper. Did very well, did Chance, to keep out the effort from Don Paul earlier. Probably the best chance of the game. Knight plays it to Lutmer. Lutmer plays a ball over the top. He's looking for McLennan. McLennan gets it. McLennan cuts inside, shoots. Easy save for Koch in the end, as he quickly moves it out. And you'd have to say, Vince, in these hot conditions here, 27 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, that it's going to be so important for the sides to keep possession and make the opposition chase them and wear them down.
Yeah, absolutely, Joey. It's hardest when you haven't got the ball. Ooh, as that one was intercepted. And who we got over there? Is that Don Paul or is that Giles? I can't quite tell from here. Here we've got... and now we've got... I can't even see across the field. I'm blind, Joey. He's done again. So he'll spread it wide. Or no, he won't. Back into Zito. And he's gone wide to... Oh, here we go. He's Youngs.
Youngs, what can he do with it? Back to Don Paul on the right. Danger signs here for Bulleen. Back to the captain. Gets it back. What can he do with it? Short, sharp passing. Oh. Looping ball out there to the left by Youngs. Oh. Well, it was Luty fancied his chances, but didn't quite make proper contact as Bulleen can now break. They've got lots of time there in the middle if they can do something with it. As Lutmer plays the ball upfield. Everson. There's time in the middle. Centofanti. Time on the left as well. He'll play it back into the middle to Sawan. Sawan plays it further back to Delmonico. They're not going to be hurried, Bulleen. They're going to build up and they're going to do this at their own pace. Everson. He's got time to turn. Everson. Cuts inside. Everson lets loose. Over the bar. Dangerous look there for Bulleen, and really just passing the red and white sea there. It just opens up for them. That run down the middle by Stavridis, and danger signs for United. Goal kick now.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. It's when they ramp it up, coming forward, and they start getting the passes moving at a quicker pace. That's when they it's when Murray have got to be really careful. But going the other way as well, Murray are very patient as well going forward, and both teams are looking to get as many players behind the ball when they're in the final third as possible.
It's a good thing both sides are looking to play football here. We're not just getting any Route 1 football. Neither of the coaches after my English heart. Route 1 football. As the ball is played back to Chance. They'll play it out to Delmonico. What can they do with it? Murray just content to sit back and let the Bulleen defence knock it around. Though now they press. Commentator's curse. Make me look like a bit of an idiot. Lutmer. Oh, sells Sawan out into trouble, and now Murray can break. They could, but Youngs couldn't keep control of the ball, and now the ball is at the feet of Petreski. But the former Box Hill man's pass is cut out. Done. Space now for Murray to build. Had Don Paul on the right there, but they look to switch it, and instead Bulleen will now cut it out. Lutmer on the right. He looked to play it up for Everson, but once again, Dunn cuts it out. Good opening period here from the Murray captain. He's on the ball again. Plays it forward. Tight areas there in the middle, but Murray keep control of the ball. Building down the left. The switch is on there to Don Paul, but he's got to go back for it. But the wing back has the speed to do so. Plays it forward. He's wants it back, and he gets it back. Plays the ball in. Nothing there, though. And now Bulleen will look to play it out. Chance plays it out to Sawan. Oh, crunching tackle there on Everson. And Bulleen will take it quickly. But there is no going there. Looking for McLennan. Couldn't get it. Murray will now look to build. Youngs plays it out to the left. Murray building. What can they do with it? Youngs, he's playing with it. Youngs across the face of goal. And it has stayed in, and it will be a Bulleen throw-in. So, Vince, a chance for Murray United to maybe box it in there in the corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was Ludi that was lurking on the edge of the 18-yard box. I would have thought that Youngs would have picked him out because he was free for all money to have a good go at goal from there. So Bulleen had got a throw in here with Centofanti taking it. He's giving it to Petreski.
And they'll now look to switch it to the captain, Lutmer. All the time in the world. He plays it forward for Knight. Knight's got McLennan and Everson in the middle. Can he get it in? McMonagle McMonagle was arriving as well, but the ball in is safely collected by Koch. And now Murray. Playing it forward, taking their time. Dunn switches on if he wants it, but he doesn't. Just
what I like about it is they're very patient, although that pass was a little bit errant. But here we go with Centofanti out on the left.
Yes. Centofanti plays it back. Delmonico. Petreski. Ball out to Centofanti on the left. All the time in the world. Plays the ball in. Men arriving. Oh, just over the head of McLennan. And it will be a Bulleen corner. And Petreski, the 2018 NPL2 Best and Fairest winner with Box Hill United, one of a number of signings made by Bulleen in the off-season as they look to bounce immediately back into the NPL after being relegated last season. Number of signings made by John Maizano as Petreski will look to float this ball in. What can he do with it? Comes in. Strong punch by Koch to play it away, and Dunn clears it even further.
Yeah, well, in saying that, I don't think they'd be too happy with the start that they've made to the 2019 season. But, as stated before, it's a long season. So, with the changes to NPL happening at the end of this season, it'll be interesting to see where they finish up.
Bulleen currently sitting 6th on the NPL 2 Eastern table. Mathematically could possibly go 3rd with a win, but realistically 4th is a more plausible target with a win today as they look to build down the left. McMonagle plays it back to Centofanti. Centofanti loses Zito. Plays it back to McMonagle. Plays it into the middle. Oh, he's gone down there, and the referee will give the free kick. Just done a little too boisterous there in the challenge.
Yeah, that's right. And talking about errors that we were talking about at the start of the game, Centofanti had beaten Zito on the run, and Zito's just jogging back. That's the sort of stuff that Jones, I would imagine, will be looking at when moving forward. He's got to chase a little bit harder than that, as do a lot of them. That's really what Jones is probably trying to get at.
As we see Petreski and Knight standing over the ball. In goal scoring range here if they want. Something from the training ground perhaps. What will we see? Knight chips it in. Koch comes out. Not the most convincing of punches, but he did end up punching the ball away, and I think that's Kapaniekia back there, and Murray will hoof the ball clear, but it finds a Murray player, and they'll now break. Ooh. Boisterous, well, not even boisterous, maybe you'd call it more lazy challenge there from Petreski. Maybe let's just shut this attack down and slow it down challenge, and Murray United will have a free kick.
And that's Youngs again who's on the ball now. He's been in just about everything going forward for Murray United. He's going to be absolutely vital for them. But they've got to help him as well. As he's making his runs up, they've got to get behind us. Everson there's trying to get forward. He's a big guy. And there's a free kick now for Bulleen.
That was some fantastic work. I think it was McLennan there coming in, the big man, McLennan. He arrived midway through from last season, spent time in New South Wales with Prospect United and Wagga City Wanderers, and he spent time with a club in Inverness in Scotland. I'm not going to. It's Inverness something. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce the second word in that one. As Bulleen will now have a free kick. Petreski standing over it. Loops it in. Well, he tried to loop it in with his left foot, but could only find a defender. It's headed back in by Bulleen. Stavridis. Plays it back to Sawan. Good ball there to Lutmer, who just can't collect.
Well, we're half an hour in almost, and you want to know what? My prediction at the start of the game, I actually can't tell who's going to win this. Bulleen maybe look a bit the stronger, but Murray United, when they actually move the ball around going forward, they don't look too bad at all. And here's Josh Zetto. That's a great little nutmeg there. And a good hard tackle to finish it up. Oh, and wins the free kick. He's done really well there.
Delmonico gives the free kick away. They try to take it quickly there, maybe catch Bulleen out with their centre-back still jogging back, but the referee will bring it back, and Dunn will look to build up from the free kick. So, yes, just about half an hour gone now. We've had a couple of chances there. Bulleen had maybe more chances, but probably the best chance so far, you'd say, would have been Don Paul's shot that forced Chant into a good save as Murray looked to build again through Youngs. Playing it back there. Giles plays it all the way back to the keeper. That press from Bulleen, which was so fierce early, maybe slightly less now as the game wears on, as the heat, and Koch plays it forward. But it's cut out by the Bulleen defence, and now they have a chance to break. Back to Centafanti. Looks up. Petreski. Plays it back to Delmonico. Delmonico to Sawan. Playing the ball out. Centafundi has time on the left. What can he do with it? We'll play it forward. Everson. Cuts back inside and finds Knight. Knight chips it up for McMonagle. Plays it back to the top of the area. Everson under intense pressure. Lutmer plays it back in, and it will be cleared by Don Paul, as now Murray have a chance to break quickly down the left. Looks up, he can only, it's a ball through. Oh, the ball has come through to Luti. Chant not the most comprehensive of collections, but he does collect it in the ends. But warning signs there for Bulleen on the break. Murray had the chance to maybe get one on the counter against the run of play.
Yeah, and again, Youngs again in everything. And he maybe a bit late. If it was a bit earlier, it probably would have found Luti there. But just not so much on the game. But there is a commentator just in front of us here, an older gentleman who is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he might be coming for our jobs if we're not careful. But as Bulleen look to build again, Sawan under pressure from Dunn, but he gets it off. Bulleen building down the right. McLennan plays it back to Lutmer. Well, nice dummy there for Sawan, but good defending there from Youngs, and he will look to propel United forward as they look to build. Zito there wasn't aware that the ball had been played to him, but no harm, no foul, as Murray United will settle and switch the play to Don Paul, the diminutive right back. Oh, bit of a poor touch, but he keeps the ball in, and maybe less time than he had, but he'll now look up, plays the ball into the middle. But Bulleen are able to just swarm, and Chant will hoof the ball forward in the direction of Everson. Trying to play the hold-up man, but his touch lets him down. Ball is to Dunn. Dunn plays it to the left now. Murray looking to build again. Play it into the middle. Clears everybody. Centofanti will get the chance to clear, but under some pressure from Zito, and he's content to watch the ball trickle over the line, and it will be a goal kick to Chant. Just about 34 minutes gone here. Conditions still good, as Bulleen once again, Chant plays it just out. We're going to play it short, but now the press is Murray United with the fierce press forward. A role reversal from early, and under that pressure, Bulleen will just be forced to hoof the ball out of play. So, chance for United to maybe box it in and create some sustained pressure here and beat down that resistance from Bulleen.
Yeah, it's a bit of a swinging game, as you said. Now it's Murray United that are doing the pressing up front. And it's starting to pay some dividends for them. They're causing a bit of havoc going forward. Although, getting back to what we were stating before, it's when they actually play the ball around that they look really dangerous instead of when they give it up with the long ball. So here we got Don Paul on the side. Zito's going to come in looking for it, but it's back to Dunn. And that's wonderful to Youngs. Oh, he's a good player, this Youngs.
He is, and I think that was there's that yellow card that was promised for Centofanti early, so he's gone into the books there. Yellow card to the former Dandenong Thunder and Whittlesea Rangers man. Works as a trainer with Melbourne City when he's not playing football, and maybe a bit at home here for Adam Centofanti. He went to high school just across the road at Marsland College, so comfortable surrounds here for Centofanti as Youngs will swing the ball in. I think he was looking for Luty there, but nothing comes of it. And now another goal kick here for Chance. Now, will he look to just play route one and hoof this ball forward, or will he look to maybe build up?
Funny thing, in speaking with Elliot earlier on, I asked him about Tony Youngs, and Youngs is actually waiting for the weather to cool down as opposed to this heat that he's not very used to at all.
As now, once again, United have forced the turnover and can build, but good defending from Delmonico. Back to Chance. Petreski, steady hand there in the midfield. He'll play it out to the right to Lutmer. Knight. Sawan. Petreski. Everson in possession. He gets it to McLennan. Back to Everson. Can Everson finish? Everson can finish. There's the opening goal. Bang, bang, bang goes Bulleen. Slices through the defence. Combination play between the front two. And Bulleen have taken the lead.
And it looks like it's knocked the wind out of the sails of a couple of the guys. But, look, that was just a real smart passage of play from Bulleen. I couldn't really see too many errors. Probably, and I mean, with Everson, he's such a big guy. He's so hard to push off the ball. There's not a great deal, that they could have done about that. But they're still in it, and they shouldn't be putting their heads down, thinking that the game's over, I suppose. It's only not even half-time yet. So there's plenty of time to go.
Of course, the last time we had a fixture here at the Veneto Club, Bulleen versus Melbourne City Youth, Bulleen equalised just minutes after Melbourne City Youth took the lead. So will history repeat for Murray United this time? But not there, as Bulleen win possession back and look to build again. McMonagle. He's got Centofanti on his left. Uses him. The wing back breaking out. Low ball in, but there's nobody there to meet it, and United are able to clear. Does Petreski keep it in? Content to watch it roll over the line and throw it back in. Good turn by Knight. Just left his man for dead. Now what can he do with it? Everson, can he get two? Can he get two? No, he can't. Good save there by Koch, but danger signs there for United. It was almost 2-0 in 2 minutes there.
Yeah, and once again, he's turned. I'm not sure who that was that turned Zito there, and Zito's got to chase harder than that. He acknowledged that he was beaten, but he's just got to chase him. And he's watched him run away, and without any pressure, he's given an easy ball in, and that could very well have ended up in a goal had not for Koch. Great save.
But now, Bulleen will retain possession. They've got a corner. Petreski ambling over to take it. He's not going to be rushed, and he'll look to swing this ball in on his left. What can he do with it? High looping ball comes in. There's a pank, but Koch is there with the punch, and Murray have a chance to break. Can't use it though. Good defending there from Bulleen, although Murray do have the corner. Not the corner, the throw-in. My apologies. The deflection came off the Bulleen player, and now they'll look to maybe build up. Throw into Zito. Tricky little play there, but Zito was wrong-footed, but he's able to get it to Dunn. Playing the ball up. Youngs gives it away. Sawan. Petreski. Oh, again, Knight. Tricky, and he's got Lutmer in space on the right. Lutmer is coming inside. Plays it to McLennan. McLennan. He paused again, and then he turned it over, but oh, a bit of frustration maybe coming out there for Murray United, as Bulleen should have a free kick. Yep, they do have a free kick there on the right, and a chance for Petreski to swing something in as we enter the final stages of the first half here. Young's standing over the ball, not going to let them take it quickly. Pack forms in the middle. Treski plays the ball in. Back post, Lutmer header. But it's straight at Koch, but that was dangerous there for Murray United. Completely lost containment there on the Bulleen defender, the 2018 best and fairest winner for Bulleen. Almost made it two for his side there, but Murray now can build. Dunn out to Don Paul on the right. Don Paul plays it out for Youngs. Collision there, but sorry, that was Luty, not Youngs. My apology, as Bulleen have a throw in. Swan to Knight. Knight to Lutmer. Lutmer was looking for McLennan then. Maybe could have been offside, but Murray can now build. Walker. Walker, has he won a corner for his side? He has. So, good play there by Walker. 4 straight years here at Murray United. One of the cornerstones of this United side is Walker.
Yeah, he is. Always an ever-presence up front. That was a good ball too from Zito to put Walker through there. So he'll be dangerous in this situation.
Walker, I think, if I'm right in saying, is the 4-time reigning leading scorer for United as the ball is swung in, but to nobody really in particular, as Zito will collect. Can he get something back in under pressure from 2 men? Everson. Oh, he's done well, Zito, to win it back, and he'll win a corner. Well done there from Zito.
Yeah, well, that was Everson, I believe. Look, Zito's known for being a tough nut in the Albury-Wodonga competition, so he's not going to take a backward step, that's for sure. And he's won that really well, going back in for that.
There's now Murray, chance to get something back from the corner. Ball is floated in low. Oh, and Dunn should have another corner for his side. Desperate defending there from Bulleen, throwing themselves in front of Dunn's shot. Good late signs here for Murray. Can they get something from the half? They'll have another corner here. Youngs jogs over to take it. He's got his choice of 2 balls. What can he do here? Men assemble. Ball is floated in. Header there. Oh, Giles just denied. But the ball, it's still danger signs here. Youngs, he's got the ball. Gets it back in. That could have been it there. Giles almost putting his side level.
Chant pulled off a great save there. I don't think he saw that. Giles, that was that was goal bound too.
Excellent. Oh, there's 2 men have fallen over each other there in the penalty area. It's McMonagle and I think it's Lucy just becoming their arms intertwined and both wanting a free kick, but neither of them are going to get it. And United will take the throw in. Driven in to the back post, but there's nobody there. Lutmer. He wanted the goal kick, and he's going to get it. So a reprieve there for Bulleen late in the half, still with a 1-0 lead, thanks to Everson's goal. Have to think that with the way that they've been building up slowly, Bulleen would be content to knock the ball around and maybe kill this game off till half-time. No options presenting though. Chance goes long. Looking as the ball is nodded on. Kaponekia got it out wide to the left. He's still down, but Murray have the ball. And will win a free kick and the chance to build up. And Kaponekia looks to be struggling after that challenge. He's limping a little bit. Maybe half-time can't come soon enough for him. And he's looked like he's going to be able to walk it off.
Well, young Fletcher there, he's another one that's really hard. He's only 17, 18 years old, so he's got a long way ahead of him. He's a big boy, but he'll never stop running all day. I actually enjoy watching him play.
Murray can build once again. The captain done. Plays it once again. Looking to switch play and stretch the Bulleen defence as Youngs plays it back out to Walker. But Bulleen strong in defence. And they've got a chance here to break if they want. Knight under pressure, but he's still got the ball, building in possession. 3 men around him, and he'll instead play the ball back to Lutmer. Bulleen moving forward. Petreski, the quarterback of this midfield. Shot comes in, took a deflection. It was a half chance there, maybe for McMonagle, but maybe slight touch and Koch saves comfortably. And United have the chance to build if they can keep their feet. Ball is played back. Done. Zito looks to play the ball forward, but it's cut out by Petreski. Avoids the challenge. McMonagle plays it out to Centofanti on the left. He just plays it back. Wants his side to settle down. Just knocking the ball around here. Sawan. Back to Stavridis. And we'll have half-time here. So Everson's goal, the difference between the two sides here is Bulleen take a 1-0 lead into the sheds at half-time. How have you seen that half, Vince?
Very even, aside from that that goal from Everson. But you want to know what? I still think that either side could win this. What I see from Bulleen is probably a bit more polish. But Murray United do look dangerous going forward, and Bulleen really can't let their guard down. Otherwise, they'll be punished.
Absolutely. So 1-0 here at half-time to the home side. FC Bulleen 1, Murray United 0 at the Veneto Club. We'll be back momentarily for the second half. Be sure to join us.
stats problem.
Hang on. One sec.
And welcome back to the Veneto Club here in Bulleen on perfect St Patrick's Day for football. It's FC Bulleen Lions 1, Murray United 0, as we're about to kick off the second half. We've had a bit of some sort of technical mix-up where we've got two different streams, one for the first half and one for the second, but thank you for joining us here in the second half. Bulleen up 1-0 thanks to a goal from Ben Everson, I think it was in the 36th minute, as we get underway again. My name is Joey Lynch. I'm joined here by Vince Iannucci on commentary. And Vince, 1-0 lead to Bulleen at half-time. You know a bit more about Murray United than Bulleen, you'd say. What do they need to do to get back into this game and get a result?
Well, finish off their good work to start with. That's imperative. They provide. Here we go with Youngs and Dunn and Youngs. Oh, and that's so close from Ash Dunn.
Very early warning signs there for United. It was slightly unusual there at halftime that it looked as though Murray United, rather than head back into the rooms, were out on the field for most of the halftime break. Normally you'd just see the substitutes kicking the ball around, but no, most of the actual Murray United squad was out there. Why do you think they were doing that, Vince?
I don't know, enjoying the sunshine. I would have gone back in the rooms because after running around on the synthetic for most of the afternoon, I'll be wanting to cool down as best I can. But they spent it out by the goals and in the shade, no doubt. But still, I would have gone back in the rooms.
As Bulleen looked to build through Lutmer. He gets it back. Beautiful 1-2. Lutmer, he's got time. He squares it back into the middle. The shot comes in. Off the post. That was almost 2 to Bulleen there. Very dangerous signs there. Lutmer taking the initiative and making the run up from right back. A let off for Murray United there.
And that's a big let off. And as we were talking about before, they got to finish their good work off. They had a perfect opportunity to draw the game level earlier on and couldn't quite finish it off with Dunn hitting the side netting. But in saying that, Bulleen also might rue that chance later on. Very
positive signs from both sides early. Bodes well for an entertaining second half as Bulleen look to build up once again. Everson has the ball in the middle. Plays it out to the left at Centofanti. Low ball in. And it's cleared by the Murray defence. Good early signs there. Centofanti will throw it in. Petreschi. Back to Centofanti. Back to Petreschi. Swan. Petreschi. They'll play it back to Delmonico. Playing at centre back. Square it across to Stavridis. Lutmer's calling for it, and he'll get the ball. Plays the ball down the wing to McLennan. Tries to keep it in, and he can't, and it will be a goal kick to Murray United. The Murray United defence content to hustle the ball over the line, and now they'll build from the back. We saw both sides in that first half trying to build from the back as Dunn under pressure from Sawan. Koch is forced to play it forward and Lutmer intercepts. McLennan gets the ball back from Lutmer. Oh, just a thunderous challenge, but there's no foul and he plays it in. Knight can't get it on target, but McMonagle, can he get the second shot? Instead, he had the idea to play it to Everson, but the execution was lacking there, and another reprieve for Murray United.
Yeah, that's right. And young Freddie Myers, who looks like he's replaced Fletcher Capanecia, who you mentioned was limping earlier on. at halftime. He's another teenager, so teenager for teenager. Welcome to the senior ranks of NPL.
As Bulleen are rewarded a free kick. Sustained period of pressure here from the Lions early. But they're not going to be allowed to play it to advantage. Just Knight stands over it. He's got Petreski with him. What's he going to do with it? Loops the ball in the direction of McLennan, but McLennan can't collect. And now Dunn can look to play the ball forward. Lucy just plays it back into the middle, but Bulleen will knock the ball away. But a good challenge there from Zito. Battle there in the middle. Oh, Knight's done even better to retain possession, get the ball to Lutmer. McMonagle now. What can he do with it? Bit of a mix-up from both sides there, and Bulleen will retain possession. Sawan. Everson. Lutmer on the right. Back to Sawan. Back to Lutmer. Bulleen just looking for that opening. Everson with space in the middle. Tries to cut it back, but no luck, as I think that was Pye that cut him out there. Now Delmonicoke will collect, but he's under pressure. Petreski plays the ball forward for Everson. Marked by... he's done very well, but second man is just too much. And now Zito will play the ball forward. What can Murray do with it? Just building up through the right. Young's on the right. Can he play the ball in? Oh, there's a mix-up. But Chant eventually collects the ball there. But warning signs there. Lucy was hovering, as was Dunn. But now the Knights will look to build through Centafanti on the left. Turns around and squares it back. Delmonico. Back to Chant. Looping ball out to Lutmer. Ball comes up to McLennan. He gets it to Lutmer. Wants it back. Gets it back. Cuts back inside onto his left. McMonagle. He's got Knight. Feeds Knight. Knight chips it in. Everson and McLennan were there, but Murray will head away. And Zito will move the ball forward now. Walker tried the step over, but he wins the throw-in. Takes it quickly. Youngs looking for Luty in the middle. Luty and Letmer. Letmer wins it. But Murray will retain possession. Ball comes out to Freddie Myers, the newly introduced left back, the teenager. Gives it to Youngs. He continues his run. Youngs puts the ball into the area. Walker tried a bit of tricky work and it doesn't work, and Chance teases him before picking the ball up, and now Centafanti. Swan. He's got Lutmer on the right. Uses him. Lutmer runs forward. He's got McLennan. Feeds him. Another looking to play the 1-2s there in the final third, I believe. Try to slice through this Murray backline.
Yeah, quick passes, quick combinations. That's the way that they're trying to get through, and it worked for them in the first half with their goal. But that one didn't quite come off as Giles moves the ball along to Luty, to Dunn, to Walker, and he's hard fought but loses the ball, and we've got Suwan who's got the ball to Knight.
Knight feeds McMonagle. Plays it out wide to the left to Centafanti. Cuts inside. Cuts again. He's kept going with it. He's gone down. He wanted a penalty, but it was never going to get given to him. He's still down. Maybe collected a rear end to the solar plexus, did he? Because he's still down, but Murray break forward now through Youngs. Collision there between Youngs and Petreski. Ball flies up. Another collision, but that one will result in a free kick to United, much to the disgust of Knight as they move forward now. Ball is floated in. Loud yell of keeper as Chant collects. Ball comes out. Lutmer running down the right. He's got all the time in the world. Looks for McLennan on the right, but mix up in communications there, and that's not the type of short, quick passing that Bulleen head coach John Maizano will have wanted from his side.
No, definitely not. Just held on for a little bit too long there, and as Giles gives the ball to Koch, who spreads it wide again. So Murray United with the ball in the defensive third, back to Koch, who's looking for an option to meet him. He gives the ball now to Ash Dunn, who turns and faces, and again, that's a great through ball there to do Paul.
Don Paul now, he's breaking down the right, plays the ball back, men arriving, ball is with Walker, shoot, just goes wide, but that man there, Zach Walker, with a shot. He's one of the longest serving members of Murray United. If I'm correct in thinking, he's been with the side since its inception as one of the new regional based sides here in the NPL system, with the birth of the National Premier League system. And just, Vince, how important have these regional sides been to these young players around the region, Murray United, Goulburn Valley? What do they mean to the local football playing populations?
Oh, it's absolutely massive. You can't discount how important it is for kids to have an opportunity to play at a higher level. Now, I know that as Bulleen here are looking to make some sort of an attack, I know that some people from metropolitan Melbourne probably have a bit of a gripe when they have to travel the 2 or 3 hours required to get to the regional areas as Centovani tries and wins a corner. But, you know, these guys travel every second week. They're travelling 2 and 3 hours. And it's putting them on in a shop window, I suppose, if you want to put it that way. It's really, really, really important. I mean, you've got a few of the younger kids here, Fletcher Kapanekia, Freddie Myers, Josh Zito. Here's some guys that are trying to play at a better level.
As we just pause briefly as the corner is taken short, Knight swings it in, but Koch collects comfortably for United.
And there's all the kids now, especially with the telecasts and live telecasts, it adds a new element for the kids in regional Victoria. Not many people know that there's kids in regional Victoria that are playing the game, but they are, and here's an opportunity for them to play at a better stage, on a better stage.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, a number of high-profile players have come out from regional clubs. Sean Ellis of Heidelberg, as you mentioned. Kieran Trippier at one point, training out there in regional Victoria. As Murray United will look to build from the back. Koch will play it out to the teenager, Freddie Myers. He's got time. He can run at the Bulleen defence if he wants. He'll square it. Gets it back. Plays it out there to Lucy. Lucy gets to the byline, whips it in. Walker is there, but he can't turn the ball in, and Bulleen will now look to clear, but only as far as Don Paul. Everson versus Don Paul. Everson will instead play it back. Get it back, and it's just that short, sharp passing of Bulleen, but that's not short and sharp, that's long. It's a McLennan. McLennan versus Gurr. Back to McMonigal. Petreski. Everson. Striker to defender. There's now Lutmer. He's been very dangerous in the second half as Lutmer. Knight. Stavridis will play it back to Delmonico. As you maybe can hear the Murray defence screaming, step up. Everson. McMonigal. McMonigal can't keep the ball, and Murray can break, but The touch from Youngs was poor, but it's a throw-in nonetheless. Good touch there from the teenager. Myers, he'll play the ball up to Lucy. He's got Myers if he wants him. He doesn't use him. He cuts inside. Ludidi plays it back into the middle to Sawan. Centafanti on the left. As we've... building up play.
Yeah, there's two players down. I'm not sure who that is. That's McMonagle. And I'm not sure who the Murray United player is, but that was an open goal as well that really, really should have been put away. And again, lets Murray United off the hook and one in behind, and scores a level, and anything can happen after that. Although the game's just slowed right down apart from that little breaking play. The players are just about at a walk now.
And that was Gurr is the man that went down for Murray United. He's coming off next to the trainer. Of course, we are live on Facebook and YouTube, and your comments on Facebook. Marcus Copsey, Freddie Myers, the next big thing out of Albury-Wodonga. Big raps on the ledger. Roger Finley saying road trips to Melbourne take 4 hours by bus. So that's 8-hour round trips every second week for the regional sides. So I guess maybe it's fair that us metropolitan folk maybe only have to do it once or twice a season. We shouldn't complain too much about that. As now Koch will take the goal kick.
They're a bit better than some of the comments that I've got. I had one message from a so-called friend of mine. You've got a head for radio. And also some of the barbs that I've been getting after my first effort at commentary, which was absolutely hopeless, I might add. But we're trying to promote the game, and there's no better way to do it than this. And it's really good opportunity for people to understand that if you actually come to a live game, they're actually not bad to see live either.
As the ball is knocked forward there. What can McLennan do with it? Plays it back to Sawan. Sawan, he has time. Uses Petreski. Petreski plays it into the middle to Knight. Knight will spread the ball wide to Centafanti. Centafanti will play it in. Bulleen will throw the ball in. Looking for Everson, but Murray United are there to just cut the ball out. Space on the outside. Tricky 1-2 once again. But Murray can clear now. Bulleen with the throw. Centafanti plays the ball in. Looking for McLennan. McLennan can't control it. Goes down. No calls for a penalty. Petreski. Centafanti swings the ball in, looking for McLennan. McLennan, glancing header, can't control it. Koch, he's brought him down. He's brought him down. And the referee has called him for a dive, it doesn't look like. I haven't seen him point to the spot. No, he has given the penalty. He's just not pointed to the spot.
I think it's guess.
No, and he's booking Koch, so it is a yellow card to the Murray United goalkeeper, and Bulleen will have a chance to double their advantage from the penalty spot. It'll be Everson to take, looking for his brace. Koch is still complaining, but he's now been put in his place. Everson. Saved by Koch! He went left. He went left, but the keeper was more than up to the task. What a save that was.
Fantastic that was, and well deserved too. I was just having a look at the replay of that. I reckon Koch has got a little bit to gripe about with that penalty call. I didn't think that he actually got a foot on him. I could be wrong. I'll have to have a closer look on a bigger screen, but yeah, I reckon he had cause to be a little bit angry about it.
Well, regardless of the origins of the penalty, it wasn't even a bad penalty by Everson. Just as the ball is floated in for a corner, headed off the bar by Lutmer. That was almost two, as now Koch will collect. But yes, it wasn't even a bad... bit of feeling seeping into this one as now Murray go forward. Oh, that's a challenge from behind. Just a throw in, though. Freddie Myers will play it back to the captain. And who will switch it? Oh, he's got it over the defence. But Bulleen will clear. Well, it's all happening. It's all happening here at the Veneto Club as United. Now he's bringing play back here. He's having a word with Ashley Dunn for an earlier incident. Murray United fans insistent that the referee should be protecting the keeper as Bulleen. As Murray will have a throw in. Ball is looped in. Over the top. Lutmer, the captain, will clear. McLennan. He can't collect the ball. Back to Dunn. Steaming back. Giles will play it out to Freddie Myers. Freddie Myers will play it to Luty. Luty will twist and turn and play it back to Dunn. Dunn to Youngs. Youngs can't retain possession and Bulleen can now clear. McLennan looking to hold the ball up, the big man. Plays the ball back. Sawan, but Sawan can only turn it over. Back and forth action here. Pye plays it out to Don Paul. Koch, what can he do with it? He plays it out to Freddie Myers here on the wing. Myers under pressure from Sawan. Sawan wins it, but Dunn wins it back. Plays it out to Youngs. Youngs versus Lutmer. He sold him some candy, which Lutmer bought, but then his momentum just took him over the line, and it'll be a goal kick here to Bulleen. But really good signs there for Murray United.
Yeah, great signs. They that penalty save from Koch, I think, has really injected some life into the side, and they look the more dangerous at the moment. They're breaking down everything that Bulleen's throwing forward and creating a lot of chances for themselves.
As the goal kick comes out to McLennan. Under pressure from Myers, he plays it back to Lutmer. As we're looking down at the Facebook feed, you do have some fans, Vince. Con Lesiotis says you're a legend. As the ball is cleared out. Murray can break now. Lucy looking for Walker. Ball is played through to Walker, but Chant is out there to snuff out the danger. Knight can't retain possession, and Murray will once again look to break, but can't do anything with it now. Stavridis, you could probably hear his yell as he turned it over, but Bulleen get it back. Everson on his tot out there on the left. He'll just have to play it back. And they'll have to play it all the way back to the keeper, but Youngs was there applying pressure, and it's going to be a throw into Murray United.
Yeah, well, you can see that they've upped the ante here. They're pressing at every opportunity. They're trying to really make the turnovers occur thick and fast, and it's working for them. With Walker here now at the ball and wins the throw-in as well. So Walker's going to hand that over to Don Paul.
Yes, the Don Paul, the right back. He'll throw it out to the corner. Can Murray United whip it in? They will through Don Paul. Looking for Walker, but it's headed clear. Don Paul again. The diminutive Don Paul still won the header. As now, but Bulleen have a chance to break. Knight plays it forward to McLennan. McLennan on the right, cuts inside, onto his left. Still got the ball as McLennan plays it across. They're lining up. Shot is blocked. Ball comes out to Nardone. Petreski. Bulleen once again, long ball shot in. Koch just tips it over the bar. Once again, Koch, he's been on fire in this second half. He's keeping United in it.
Yeah, he's pulled off some great saves today. Absolutely denied Bulleen at least 3 clear chances on goal. And again, there's another one there that he's tipped over the bar. That was another one goal bound. That save from Giles before and the penalty. So, and I think there was one in the first half as well. He's had a really good game today.
Indeed he has. Probably could be 2 or 3-0 to Bulleen if he didn't have his... Well, strikers have their shooting boots on. Do keepers put their saving gloves on, or what do they do? But
I'll tell you what keepers do. Keepers belong in a madhouse. I don't know what the hell they do, but they're nuts.
Shout out to the Keepers Union as the ball comes in. Oh, it's flicked over the top. Bulleen wants a handball, but they're not going to get it. Koch hoofs the ball away before the referee can think about it. As just De Vries is happy to head the ball into touch. Murray will have a throw in on the right. Back to Don Paul. He's been good as Don Paul. Back to the captain. Dunn. Back to Don Paul. Dunn again. They'll turn now, but Dunn just turns the ball over to Petreski, and Petreski can break. 2018 NPL 2B&F winner. Everson under pressure, and Dunn will steal the ball from him, and Everson will give him one right back in the back.
That turn and chase from Dunn, that's what a lot of kids need to look at. He lost the ball to Petreski, absolutely chased him down, won the ball back, and then won a free kick. That's high quality. That's really well done.
As we see Murray United making a substitution, Zito departing, and we've got Isaiah Feltrin coming in, another teenager, I believe. 2 subs for Murray United now, and of course we've seen Zardone come on. Nardone, sorry, not Zardone. It's Xavier Nardone for Bulleen Lions. So, Bulleen maybe feeling a bit underdone, disappointed not to be 2-0 up after the penalty, as they'll look to build again, as it's Nardone. But he's robbed of the ball. And Murray can now look to build, but that's a poor pass, which, Sowan nicked in front and was just yanked downwards to break up possession. It probably could be a booking, but it's not going to be.
If there's any cause to bring out a yellow card, that was it. He was tackled down, so he's lucky to get away with that. As the referee steps out to 10 yards for Petreski or McLennan to have as they discuss who's going to take this.
You'd think, well, McLennan being an attacker, if there's going to be a chance on goal, you'd think he'd be sniffing around, but it looks like he's given way to Petreski. What can he do with it here on his left foot? He's within goal-scoring range if he wants it. Koch has a 3-man wall set up in front of him. Chips the ball over. He was looking for McLennan. Maybe that was what their discussions was about, but just couldn't find his head now. As Koch, he's going to be forced to take that goal kick again. He was looking for Freddie Myers down there on the left quickly. Ball was rolling. So the rules enforced here, as Murray will now look to build. The Bulleen press resurfaces now as Murray try to build forward. Forced to go backwards in the end. Giles will play it long down the right for Don Young, but Don Young can't collect the ball, and it'll be a throw-in to the hosts. Centofanti finds Nardone. Back to Centofanti. It's turned over, and now Murray can build. What are they going to do with it? Bulleen immediately well organised, though, their lines, but they'll play the ball long. Freddie Myers down the left. He's found room. The teen will work against the captain, Lutmer. Few step overs. Sell some candy. Oh, the spin move from the teen. And he will shoot the ball wide in the ends, but God, the exuberance of youth fully on display there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he deserved the goal there. He's left him in his dust. He's done really, really well to get around Lutmer there. And just going over a few of the scores over the weekend with some results in NPL, I should say. We had Altona Magic and Oakley Cannons. Altona winning that one 2-1. So I'm not sure, but I think that...
But just as quickly as Bulleen have a chance to break, Knight looking for McLennan on the right. The big man. He's forced to play the ball back to the captain, Lutmer. Lutmer will put the ball in. But Murray are able to collect and clear now for a chance to break on their own. Young's on the left. He shoots and scores! It's 1-1. Youngs, he did it himself. Cut back inside. Just put the ball underneath the goalkeeper, Chant, and it's 1-1. And you'd have to say that on the balance of play in the second half, I know they had a penalty saved, but United a deserved equaliser.
Absolutely. Absolutely deserved. And Youngs, again, in the thick of it, and really he was the only one that was going to score by the looks of things. Although, towards, as you've stated, towards the latter part of this game, they've really started to get a grip on it. And you want to know what? The way it's looking now, I'd be nearly tipping Murray United to take this one out.
Well, Murray United still looking for their first win on the season. Can they get another one, or can Bulleen force their way back into play now? It's Everson. Look to cut inside, but instead he'll turn the ball over. And United will find touch. But wow, it was a daring young there from Youngs. He backed himself, he had men, but instead he's cut inside and hammered the ball home. Excellent piece of attacking work there from Youngs, and now Bulleen will look to build again as we'll go back to what some of the other NPL Victoria scores.
Yeah, so Altona beat Oakley Cannons. Oakley Cannons, they haven't won a game this year yet. They are, well, there's got to be a bit of work going on down there. Heidelberg United 2-0 to against Dandenong Thunder as Murray United again move forward, but it's going to be cleared by the looks of things from Bulleen United, and the ball has been cleared, and it's a throw into Murray United. Avondale continue on their merry way, 3-1 versus Pascoe Vale with a red card. In NPL 1, NPL 2 Victoria, we had Golden Valley Suns going down 3-2 to Eastern Lions, who are another team that have taken quite a number of clubs by surprise this year. They've done really well to start the season, top of the table. Yep. Box Hill United beating Melbourne City Youth 2-1. Springvale White Eagles 3-1 down to...
Sorry, just quickly out. I've stolen the microphone, but for no reason, as Murray clear the danger. But sliding challenge there from the team, and it's going to be a Bulleen throw-in.
Yeah, just continuing on as Joey hands it back after stealing it for nothing. We've got Langwarrin defeating Springvale White Eagles 3-1 away, which is a good result for them. North Geelong, well, I saw a post this morning saying we own the city.
As just McLennan gets the ball into the middle. Bulleen lining up once again. Back to McLennan. He shoots, scores, he scores! The big man gets his goal. Left foot. He got the ball back, curled it around Koch. Nothing the Murray United goalkeeper could do. You could see what it means to him. The build-up was there. It just opened up in front of him and bang on the left foot, curls it back in. And, well, heartbreakingly for Murray, they thought they were back into it, but now they're going to have to climb that mountain once again.
Yeah, that's demoralising. You've done all the good work to draw yourself level, and I don't know what words to say for it. It's a kick in the guts. But again, if they just keep showing the endeavour that they showed throughout this half, I'm sure that they'll be able to find a way back into it.
Well, they're going to look to build again now. They're not going to have long left to do it. They've got 10 minutes left, but now steaming through the middle. Shots on goal, but Chant is more than up to the task and will make a save there and throw the ball out tonight.
Yeah, so just after that goal from Bulleen and attempt by Murray United, we'll continue on with some of the scores from the weekend as Knight has it out wide. I was at North Geelong, so yeah, I saw a tweet, I believe, saying the city's ours. So North Geelong finished the better in that, 4-2 against Geelong. Manningham United defeated Northcote City 2-0, which is, I think that's their first win of the season, which is a good effort. Whittlesea went down to Melbourne Victory Youth 4-2. Moreland City 4-0 down to Werribee. Again, Werribee are a team that's on the march this year by the looks of things, as Centafanti gets brought down the box, but there's no penalty, and that'll be a goalkeeper with Koch to take. And Moreland Zebras defeating Ballarat City 3-0.
So some intriguing results there. Werribee really the surprise packets of the season so far. Top of the West, looking to secure promotion to the NPL. As well, really surprise packages in two conferences. Eastern Lions, top of the East, and Werribee, top of the West. If you had that as the top two after the first month of the season, stop lying, because you didn't.
No, a lot of people probably didn't. I watched Werribee City play Melbourne Victory Youth a couple of weeks ago, and they didn't look too bad a side. So their early form has continued by the looks of things, and so has Eastern Lions. I haven't seen them yet this season, but by the looks of things, they'll be a tough side to beat.
As now Bulleen look to maybe make it 3. They work it tonight on the right. As Murray look to be making their third and final substitution of the game as well. Knight, step overs, beats the teenager Freddie Myers. But Myers does well to recover. Knight forced to play it back to Nardone, back to Knight. And Knight is forced to go all the way back to Stavridis, who will go to Delmonico. Who will switch the play to Centafanti. Bulleen looking to build once again, but Centafanti turns the ball over. But Bulleen will have a throw in there as Murray. Will they make their final change? They will, and it looks to be Lucy coming off for Jordan Hoare. Another teenager coming on, so that youth pipeline out there at Albury Wodonga producing some teenage talent to keep an eye on in the future. As you were saying, these regional clubs giving young players a chance. Well, and they've certainly got their chance now to impress and make an impact with their side down 2-1 as we tick over. Just under 7 minutes left. It's Bulleen. Maybe perhaps trying to kill the game, knocking the ball around. Time on the left, Centafanti. Sells Hoare a dummy. Gets the ball in, looking for McLennan, but it's cut out before he can get to it. Long shot there from the captain Lutmer, but nothing comes from it. And it'll be a goal kick to Koch. As you can also maybe see out there on the field, Slaven Vranicevic has made his way onto the field for Bulleen. He was initially on the team sheet as starting, and was forced to sit out, and Stavridis started the game instead, but he looks to have made his way onto the pitch for Peter Sawan. So a chance to help kill the game as the ball is thrown in forward. To Everson. Everson turns it over, but applies the pressure to Dunn. No doing. Murray wanted a handball there as it was flicked on by Feltrin, but no doing as Bulleen will now look to build through Stavridis. Sells a bit of candy. Up the field to Knight. Knight will play it to Lutmer. Lutmer will play it up the right flank to McLennan. Tries to flick it on. Turns back around, knocks the ball in. No doing, and Murray can once again go forward through Dunn. Hoare plays the ball into Walker. Walker's got time to shoot, but it's just wide of the post. Had options there, did Walker, the 4-time rating Golden Boot winner for United, but backed himself, as you'd expect a 4-time Golden Boot winner to do, but couldn't get his shot on target, unfortunately for United. As we are now in the 87th minute of play, so time is running out for the regional side if they are to get something from this. Long ball out from Chant. Knight. He's still got the ball, looks up. What can he do with it? Plays the ball in. And Vranicevic had his pocket picked, but Centofanti on the left. Plays it back to Nardone. Nardone chips the ball in, looking for McLennan, but it's cut out. But under pressure. Bulleen try to win it back. No, they can't. Now United. United looking to build. Walker. Plays it out to Hoare. Hoare. Back to Walker. He's got Youngs on the left. Uses him. Youngs. Can he get a second? Shoots. Blocked by Lutmer. Youngs collects again. Once again, though, good defending from Bulleen. There's a tussle. The Murray fans want a free kick, but it's not given. And it'll be offside. Knight wanted McLennan, but he's not going to get him offside, and United can also break. Building up through the right. Don Paul. It's blocked, though, to Everson. And Everson can run with it. He's got all the time in the world to run with it. Still running with it. He's got Vranicevic in the middle, as well as McLennan. Step overs. Tricky Dicky. Shoots with his left foot. Just wide of the post. He wants a corner, but he's not going to get it, and it'll be a goal kick to Murray United. Of course, thank you if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube. Comment from Justin Angeleski. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name there. Ballarat City also bringing in a lot of youth to their senior squad. So once again, the regional sides bringing in these regional clubs. Looks like the linesman's been overruled, and it will be a corner for Bulleen.
Yeah, that's right. Not forgetting Ballarat. Also Bendigo, although not a part of the NPL in the senior ranks at this stage, but also through their junior ranks, bringing a lot of country kids in.
It's Bulleen now, or the captain Lutmer. Looks to be a cross-come shot maybe, but whatever it was, it's now a goal kick. And as we're about to tick over to 1 minute left in regulation, squeaky bum time for both sides. Can Murray United get a point at least? A much-needed point. Of course, still on -2 on their points total for the league. They desperately need points.
Yeah, that's very true too, and they deserve it. There's no doubt that they deserve a point at least.
As the ball comes up long, Petreski heads it back. Don Paul knocks it back himself, playing ping pong with it. As Vranisevic. Everson's kept it in. A cheeky outside of the foot effort to find McLennan. McLennan versus Gurr, and it's eventually put out, and it'll be a Murray United throw-in. Murray to Koch. Switch play to the left. They've got Freddie Myers on the left. Does he use him? No, he doesn't. Giles instead goes into the middle to Hoare. Hoare turns it over though, and it's just hoofed forward by Stavridis. You can't concede if it's in the opposition's half, says Stavridis, and he just goes along with it. As we're now in extra time. Murray United playing at the mercy of the referee's whistle. As I don't think we've got a board here, so we can't tell you how many minutes have been added, but as Bulleen look to make their final substitution of the game. Kill it off, McLennan. And Giles, but Giles will play it back to... He sold his keeper into trouble there, but Koch is forced to just half volley it up. To Dunn. To Freddie Myers, back to Dunn. Dunn will play it up to Youngs. Back into the middle. To Pye. Pye will play it across to Gurr. To Hoare. Murray United need to get this ball forward. They're down 2-1. They don't have time to faff around. Up to Don Paul. Don Paul's got Hoare in support. Comes under pressure from Everson. But gets it to Hoare. Hoare cuts it back. Murray United looking for a way in. They're looking for that opening. Back to Hoare. Now and Hoare just goes backwards. The teenager, maybe the pressure getting to him. But they've still got the ball, looking to build again. Bulleen defending furiously. It's gone to Youngs. Youngs goes to his captain Dunn. Dunn cuts inside onto his right. Looks to chip the ball over, but Centafanti's there with the header. And now Everson. And Everson looks to hoof it long, but it's straight into the back of a United player. Oh, and United, Youngs plays it out to Walker. Walker back in, but it's cleared away there by Bulleen, but nervous moments for the hosts. And maybe Bulleen looking to maybe just slow things down. Everson, he'll slowly amble off the field. Will the Bulleen attacker? He put them ahead in the first half, 1-0. United answered back through Youngs in the second half, but then McLennan once again took the lead for Bulleen as Everson slowly ambles off the field. Shouldn't matter, of course. The referee should stop play while he's walking off, but we'll see. As it's going to be a throw-in for Murray United. Comes in. Can he swing it in? And just Freddie Myers is bundled off the ball, but they'll get another chance. It was a poor pass, and Knight couldn't keep it in. Youngs loops the ball in. Headed clear. But Don Paul's got all the time in the world. They need a goal. Comes in, Hoare. He's got a second chance, but it's been kept in by chance. Murray wanted a handball, but no signals from the referee that was going to be given, and now Chance just going to hold it, you would think, as long as he can and kill this game off. And then he'll just go route one forward in the direction of McLennan. Gurr underneath it for United. No handball. Don Young will play it back to Koch. Koch has got to go long. Murray need to get this ball forward. Stavridis cuts it out. Nardone underneath it, but that's it. Bulleen hold on, 2-1. United fought back bravely from a 1-0 half-time deficit. Everson put Bulleen ahead in the first half. Youngs equalised for the visitors, but then McLennan, left foot, lost his markers and was free and won the game eventually for Bulleen. Bulleen had a penalty saved, and you thought maybe after the penalty was saved and United equalised, they could maybe push on and find the winner, but no luck for the regional side, who are still looking for their first win in 2019. Mids, how did you see that one?
Well, 3 points gained for Bulleen. Look, it was a really, really good game to watch. Bulleen pressed really hard early. Then Murray United started playing the ball around. It was actually a really good game to watch. I feel a draw probably would have been a fair result, even though they had a penalty save. Koch had a great game in goals. Youngs was really good. Petreski sort of went a little bit missing towards the end of the second half, but he was ever present throughout the night for Bulleen. For me, was probably the pick of the bunch. I thought he was really good today. And they're two hulking forwards. They're going to cause problems all year. So 2-1, I would have thought a draw would have been a fair result upon seeing it. But well deserved to Bulleen. And Murray United, they can walk off with their heads held high after that performance.
Well, the final thoughts there of Vince Iannucci as Bulleen 2-1 victors over the visiting Murray United. That should send them up at least to 5th in the table, if not 4th. I haven't had a chance to look at the live ladder, but an important 3 points there for John Maizano's side, their second win of the season, as they'll now look forward. I've been Joey Lynch, making my play-by-play commentary debut, so I hope it wasn't too painful for your ears, but thanks for joining us, and be sure to check out subscribe to NPL Victoria on YouTube, get around the Facebook page and check out all of the action from NPL Victoria, NPLW Victoria and NPL2 Victoria throughout the season.